And moving into the silence, I take a breath in and release. I take a second breath in and I release. I take a third breath in. I release and just gently move to my heart center. Now, this meditation is going to be a progressive relaxation meditation. Just focus on your feet. And just allow your feet to relax. Breathe in and breathe into your feet. Knowing that the tendons and the ligaments are restful and relaxing. Now breathe into the ankles and the lower legs, allowing them to relax. Breathing into your thighs, feeling the muscles just relax. Coming to center. Again, focusing in on your breath. Breathe into your lower legs, your feet, your calves, and your thighs, allowing them to relax. Breathe into your pelvis. In your pelvic area. Allowing the breath to wash away anything that's just any anxiety, any stress. Send the breath into your abdomen. Allowing your abdominal muscles just to relax. Focusing on your back. Breathing into your back and feeling the muscles of your back just relax. Allowing you to sit back and gently just experience the chair. Focus in on your chest now. Allowing your breath just to help relax your muscles. Focus on your shoulders. Breathing in, allowing them to relax, and just let them sag. Release the tension, release the stress. Now move into your neck, letting the breath of life just flow through it. Relaxing your muscles and your vocal cords and your trachea and all the parts of your neck that are involved in life. Now just focus on your face, your cheeks, and allow them to relax. Let go of the stress of the day, the cares of the day, the cares of the week. Allow your face just to relax. Focus in on the top of your head and let even that relax. And your brow. Now just scan your body. Is there any place holding on to tension or stress? If there is, focus your breath and your attention on that spot. And as you've allowed yourself this time to rest, bring your attention back into this room. Feel the seat you're seated on. Feel the relaxing peace that we have created in this space. And now, just open your eyes and be completely present here. With good and more good. And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. This concludes our meditation.
You're very relaxed.
Good morning. Is the mic on? That's volume. Extra volume. The bottom one. Yeah, the bottom one. Straight up. Bottom, straight. Adjustments have been made. Good morning, CSLGB community.
Good morning.
Yes. So let us open this celebration service by ringing this wonderful chime, which will be followed by our invocation and an invocation song by today's guest musician, the fabulous Felicia Taylor. And ta-da! And an invocation by the also fabulous Frank Mastoris, our practitioner and speaker du jour. What a wonderful group. Now, Felicia.
Yeah, just grab the microphone, Felicia, and your first song is As Sure as the Sun.
Yeah. I sing back here.
Any place you would stand on that stool.
Let me help you. All right.
There is victory that you could never share. No matter what you do, you are loved more than you know, more than you could hope for. After everything you've done, as sure as the sun, right and chase away the night. Mercy will not end. Mercy will not end. There is good. There is good. And no matter where you go, you will never be alone. In the dark, in the doubting, when you can't feel anything, for the love remains the same. As sure as the sun rises and shines away the night, mercy will not end. Found your love. Oh, silver stars will shine. Oh, a glory that will raise once again. As sure as the sun rises and chase away the night, as sure as the sun rises, mercy will not end. Mercy will not end.
Did you guys? No. Ellie Hawk.
Good morning, CSL Greater Baltimore. My name is Frank Mastoris. I am the practitioner of the day. So, just want you to know that we're going to have a fabulous day today. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah, forward whispering, y'all.
So, knowing the truth that God is all there is, I just give thanks. I give thanks for this service, knowing that it's done in divine perfection. I give thanks for God. I give thanks for each and every one of us here present and each and every one of us here online. I give thanks because I know that God is expressing everywhere within us and through us and around us. The very air we breathe is filled with God and is God itself. Our very bodies are God expressing. Our very minds and our hearts are God's. Everything that we are comes from the beloved and is that expression. And I know this service is perfect. And so today, as we talk about the qualities of God, the quality of gentleness, one that we rarely speak of, I know that it's perfect. It's perfect because God has perfected us. And I give thanks knowing that this is our truth. And so it is.
And so it is. That's the truth. Why do we have this little stool here that we're walking around? Just a question, just a question. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you for sharing your wonderful talents with us. Thank you, Frank, for sharing your wonderful talents with us. They're deeply appreciated. So welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore's virtual and in-person service. Thank you for joining us from wherever you are and from whenever you might watch this service online. I am your host and the president of the Board of Trustees, Robin Farinholt, and our speaker today is my brother, Frank Mastoris. And again, our musician is the beautiful and talented Felicia Taylor. Our service producer today, the fabulous Dana Cole. I'm telling you, the woman can do anything. Thank you all for your service. Well, every Sunday is bring a friend or family member to service Sunday. We need to recruit, baby. I'm telling you, we need to put our hands around somebody and say, I want you to hear this message. I want you to feel this vibe. I want you to find the peace and the community that we have developed here. So please, we invite you to bring a family or a friend or family member as we spread our love, light, and joy. Everybody is welcome here. We are radically inclusive. I love that term, radically inclusive. So we'd love for them to hang out with us. This is one of my favorite parts of service, because on the first Sunday of each month, we honor the world's religions. And there are so many religions and so many spiritual practices, but the bottom line is there's one tree with many branches. And there's one mountain with many paths and many spiritual practices and beliefs. And I'm ad-libbing this because I don't have it in front of me and I think I know it by heart. But I want you to picture in your mind the person who is at this point saying, I don't believe in God, I'm an atheist. That path is every bit as valid as the Dalai Lama. We respect that, we honor that, knowing that every path that a person is on is perfect and correct for them at this point in time. So we honor all those religions and all those paths to spirituality. So now I invite you to read along with me our sacred covenant and community prayer, because that's a statement of what we believe and what we think that we are all about as a community. So this is what we know. The circle of divine love is complete. It comprehends all, includes all, and binds all together with everlasting unity. We are forever held in love's presence and care. Divine love is complete as me. I am the divine love that I am. And now our community prayer. There is only one life. That life is good. This life is God. This life is my life now. And knowing that I am one with this life that is God, I therefore know that I am one with all its blessed expressions, which includes the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore community. I know that the highest purpose of CSL Greater Baltimore is a revelation of God as divine love. As I now accept the highest expression of the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore into my life, I know that it is revealed in a way that glorifies God and serves the highest and greatest good for all who are touched by this presence. I am grateful, God is gracious. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Think about that. You just made a pretty deep prayer. So now I'd like to welcome Frank back to the lectern for our reading and our spiritual practice. See, look this pathway, isn't this what
It's
you
just
want?
It's so wonderful. I was walking around. Whatever, the table. Okay. Today's reading is actually going to be a poem. It's called Songs of the Spirit, Gentleness. Blessed are the gentle, for they shall inherit a world of thankfulness. Majestic and gracious, they shall command with all the loveliness of wisdom. Considerate and grounded, they shall judge with mercy and compassion. Unassuming, yet knowing, they shall steer away from evil and wrongdoing. Watchful and unfaltering, they shall bear the weight of responsibility. Blessed are the gentle, and blessed are all who receive them. I want you to focus in on, for our spiritual practice, these words, and I'd like you to say this mantra to yourself. I love me. Go ahead and say it together.
I love me.
Say it again.
I love me.
And just take a moment to let that settle in your heart and in your mind and in your soul. Let it settle into the cells of your body. Let it settle in everywhere. And let love lead. In this moment and in every moment. Namaste. And so it is.
And so it is.
We need to introduce you.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, Felicia.
Teach us how to hear.
Well, your family.
I'll introduce myself. My name is Felicia Taylor. I have the musical selection today. No, I'm.
Hold on. It
We're
started
holding on.
without me.
It started without.
It started without me. I did not ask it to do that.
Saying, get it on.
And then I gotta adjust the camera.
This song is by me. It's called Shine On Me. I woke up thinking, take another breath, the sun is shining. I won't take for granted all the love I feel down deep inside me. I always spread the joy and laughter God is giving to me. Give sensation every day. Let your love shine. Take away the brighter days, feel the sunshine on your face, let your love shine on me. Take away the brighter days, you always know I'm in your hands. There will never be a day that I will feel you are not with me. Gotta need to see the light with everything that is around me. The only way to spread the joy and laughter God is giving to me. I get satisfaction every day. Let your love shine on me. Take away the brightest days, good sunshine on your face. Let your love shine on me. Guide me to a higher place. Always know I'm in your grace. Shine on me, shine on me, shine on me, shine on me, shine on me. Oh, shine on me, shine on me, shine on me, shine on me, shine on me. There will never be a day that I will feel you are now with me. Guide me, see the light in everything that goes shine. Take away the brightest days, the sunshine on your face. Let your love shine on me. To a higher place, always know I'll make your presence. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Let go of the brightest days, the sunshine on your face.
You know what a miracle it is that we talk? I know this is an interjection, but I'm just looking at Felicia and thinking what a beautiful sound comes out of her voice. But how intricate and what a miracle it is that we talk. You've got to coordinate your lungs, your vocal cords, your tongue, your nose, your cheeks. All that has to be coordinated for you to make a sound. And then she makes that kind of sound. Isn't that amazing? I just gave myself God bumps just thinking about it. Yes, yes. So thank you so very, very much, Felicia.
Thank you.
So I want to welcome Frank Mastoris, our speaker for today. Frank is in ministerial training, although he's already a spiritual leader to me. He led our meditation earlier today, and actually came here from work, I think, with about an hour and a half sleep. So I think he's doing a wonderful job just staying awake.
Yes.
No, seriously, I mean, he's really making a tremendous sacrifice to be with us today. So I really look forward to hearing his message. And Brother Frank, please come and enlighten us, please.
Okay.
Enlighten me, my brother.
Enlighten you, baby.
Lord have mercy.
Since you got rested.
I gotta have fun in life.
You got to have fun.
Every day.
Life is just way too short not to have fun.
That's right.
As you know, the theme for the year, it's for CSL, is the Grand Rising. And one of the topics that came up for this month that they've suggested is going around one of the qualities of God. In religious science, we talk about the qualities, and we usually talk about love and peace and joy and abundance. But we tend to forget one quality when we talk about things. We forget to talk about gentleness as a quality of God. It's something that, it just doesn't get a lot of attention here. Most of the time we go, what's that? What's gentleness? Who cares? Gentleness can be defined as being calm, being kind, being soft. And it requires us to be warm, considerate, and caring for others and ourselves. And in that, there's a certain level of vulnerability. Most people are afraid to be vulnerable. let's face it, we get afraid to be vulnerable. Oh, yeah, I see the fingers. No, I'm not gonna be vulnerable. Oh, not me. But gentleness is so much a part of who we are. And it shows up in interesting ways. Especially with children. Think about when you just meet somebody who is just born, a newborn, and the parents come to you with their pride and joy, their child, and they put this little bundle of baby in your arms, and you go, oh my God, please don't let me drop this baby. Please don't let me drop this baby. No. And then you kind of hold the baby and you have it in your arms like this, and you're sitting there looking at it, and you probably make little funny faces at it, and you give little smoochies at it, and you might kiss it, and you might hold the baby and rock the baby. And that's just one of those little qualities of gentleness and the way we allow it to happen in our lives. You know, we're usually gentle with the people that we love. We're gentle with our spouses. We're gentle with our family. We're gentle with friends that we care about. And in times we could be really gentle with a lot of other people too, just strangers on the street. And it's a quality that we don't even in many ways think about. We just are. Kind of like the rest of it. We're just love. We're just peace. We're just joy, and we're just abundance. From the science of mind, we are all individualized expressions of that one life we call God. And we're perfect. We are whole. We're complete, just as we are. But you know, we live in this human condition, and sometimes we just forget who we are. I mean, things happen. Somebody cuts you off on the road. Somebody yells at you because they're frustrated or tired. Someone treats you badly. And it's very easy to forget who we are. Very easy. In the science of mind, we push the truth that we are spiritual beings living in a human experience. But we are also human beings living in a spiritual experience. And we tend to also forget that. It's both sides of the coin. We live from both sides. You know, life's happening. We experience change. We have periods of fear, periods of anxiety, periods of doubt. Sometimes life has periods where we're happy and we're joyful and we're laughing, such as last week's party when we were up and singing and dancing and moving and grooving and doing and cha-cha da 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 da. You know, like all life, we grew up with decades of other people's voices telling us how we were supposed to live, how we're supposed to be, what we're supposed to do, what we should be. But the reality is, most of that is negative. It's all about, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't be this, you shouldn't be that. And the reality is that's BS. You really need to be who you are. Brene Brown writes, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we really are. I was going to throw an off-color joke into this, just being my normal self, but I figure I'm online, so I can't do that. Oh, there's my spouse's finger going up. No, can't do that. We're online. But I admit I could be able to do some off-color jokes. And so I had to kind of calm down a little bit. You know, gentleness really allows us to be ourselves. It doesn't mean we get to take ourselves off the hook for the things when we mess up. Yeah, I'm a spiritual being, but I live on a human plane. And sometimes I make mistakes. And you know what? I acknowledge that I made the mistake. I take responsibility for it, and I clean up my side of the street. Nobody can do that for me. Only I can do that. To create a world that works for everybody. And gentleness lets us live authentically. Ernest Holmes reminds us that there's something about us and something about you and me that's cosmic, universal, and stretches over time and space. And it lets us learn to that we need to learn to think better of ourselves. We make mistakes. I'm very good for being very hard on myself. One of my coworkers reminded me of that last week. She said, you know, Frank, you're really hard on yourself. And she said, you need to give it up. I love you, give it up. But it's true, I am hard on myself for the things I really don't have control over a lot of times. It's like, yeah, I don't really have control of that. Why am I beating myself up? Because I should be in control. I should be perfect. I should do this. Nobody's perfect. So, you know, being open to the truth that we are love in form allows us to shift our thoughts and our emotions. Love lets us observe our patterns and our habits. And being aware is the first step to be able to be authentic. Because knowing that, being compassionate with ourselves lets us change our thinking and change our lives. And compassion comes from just the fact that we're aware that we have an issue. We're aware that something needs to change. Jack Kornfield states, if compassion does not include yourself, it's not complete. I can be compassionate with everybody else, but a lot of times I just forget to be compassionate with myself. Let's face it, all of us have gone through some trauma in our lives. We've been hurt. We've lost people we love. We've hurt other people, sometimes accidentally, sometimes on purpose. And the real question comes down to, can we be gentle enough with ourselves to say, I'm sorry? Can we be gentle enough to say, I forgive myself for hurting you and for hurting myself? I forgive myself for my failure. Because if we can do that, we can make a real amend. In Alcoholics Anonymous, they talk about making amends and all the 12-step programs. But making amends is not just I'm sorry. It's not just that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and stating it. It's an actual change in behavior. A real amend makes a change in behavior, not just the words. Any of us can say, I'm sorry. Bye, Felicia. Sorry.
Not the first time already.
But a real amend requires that change and we're willingness to change. But let's remember something, regardless of what's going on in our lives, each moment is a holy moment. Even our worst days are holy moments. Even the most mundane things that we do, like having a cup of coffee, sleeping in the car, eating ice cream, dancing and partying, away, like we did last week, away. Those are holy moments. And we just have to remember that every day is a gift. Every day is a holy moment. Every breath we take is a holy moment. So I'm going to give you a task, and I want you to consider doing this. Show yourself some gratitude and some love. There's always something you could be grateful for, always something you could celebrate. Sometimes the simplest things are worth celebrating. Stop beating yourself up. Come on, folks, stop it. And I'm saying this to myself, okay? Because I'm the worst. I have the worst. I'm saying this to myself. Stop beating yourself up, Frank. Come on now. If I make a mistake, the world's not ending. The sky's not falling on my head. I just made a mistake. So just take time to send love into your body when it's hurting. When your emotions are hurting, just give yourself some love. When your mind's thinking crazy thoughts, just say thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Just love yourself just where you are, and the crazy thoughts, and the loving thoughts, and the mean thoughts, and the gentle thoughts. And send love into any situation that causes you pain and anxiety. Just send love. Ultimately, we get to be ourselves. We get to make mistakes. We've got to learn to be comfortable in our skin. And each of us is just unique, just the way we are. Fabulous. Fabulously fabulous, just the way we are. Because we never want to spiritually bypass. We always want to experience whatever we need to experience, whatever that is. I'll just share this with you. I have a friend, and he was telling me that as a child, he was raped by his father. And unfortunately, it caused him so much pain, he was using drugs and alcohol. And when he finally admitted it, finally felt the feelings, finally dealt with it, his life changed. Because he was spiritually bypassing it. And you can't do that. We have to face everything, no matter what it is, no matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter how vulnerable we may feel. So we can truly be ourselves, the real us. So I'm just going to say, I love you. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind. Love yourself just the way you are. Namaste.
Namaste.
So it is.
So it is.
Wow, brother. I think so. Thank you for giving me a lot to think about. But we do need to be gentle with ourselves. How many of you can look in the mirror, look in your own eyes and say, I love you? It's a nice way to start your day. Even when your hair's sticking out and your eyes are, doesn't matter. It's just a wonderful way. Oh, Dana.
Bad breath.
Bad breath, the whole 9 yards. Dana, my screen went blank. Oh, sorry. I'll be back there, baby. 301. Let's try that again.
3611.
So how many of you were just spiritually fed by Felicia's music and Frank's message? Spiritually fed. That's what we're talking about. That's what we come to service for. That's why we have community. That's why we practice conscious giving, also called dana. In Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Dana is the practice of cultivating generosity, taking care of and tending to generosity. It can take the form of giving to those in need, giving to a community, giving to where you are spiritually fed. So as we gather today in the spirit of love and fellowship, we are mindful of the profound impact of conscious giving, Donna. As we give, we receive. And when you receive with gratitude, you're giving back to the person who gave to you. It's very cyclic. It's like a rubber band, bing, bing, bing. I won't do bing, bings. So there are a few ways to practice conscious giving and your support of CSL Greater Baltimore. You can find them on the donate page on our website using PayPal, Giveify, texts. It's all on the website, or you can write a good old check and put it in the mail. So together, I'm going to ask you to join me in our declaration of financial wealth and abundance. Together as a community, let us declare our financial wealth and abundance. I joyfully, consciously, and gratefully participate in the law of circulation. I trust in the spiritual principle that says, as I sow into my beloved community, I demonstrate my awareness of standing not only in the flow, but as the flow itself. As I sow myself, my time, my treasure, my talent, I demonstrate my support and engagement in my community's vision, mission, and purpose. I actively give as a demonstration of manifesting, of reaping the harvest of a world that works for all. And thank you all at home and here for your support.
Right, I chose this song. This is a song by Alicia Keys, called Underdog. And yes, me too. It's actually one of my favorite songs of hers. And I chose it today because I feel like, as we're talking about gentleness, I feel like we all need to be gentle to each other and others that, aren't doing so well. We should be here to rise up and lift each other up all the time, because that's what community and gentleness is.
Sorry, you want to start again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not sure where it is.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Stop. Hold on. Don't worry. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay, all right.
So, because when I close the window, it decides it doesn't want to. It restarts.
Oh, no.
So here we go.
Right. He was walking down the street and looked up and honest. He was nameless, he was homeless, left in his name, and she told him what hers was. He gave him a story about life, but the glint in his eye in the corner of his mouth. One conversation, for a moment, things that change us if we know what it's, no we look up sometimes. Breaks the mold. The only thing that I've been chasing is my own. But I'll sing a song for the helpless, playing at the bus stop. Sing for my friends, waiting on a check to come young teachers. Shooting doctors, fall on the front line, knowing they don't get to run. It goes out to the underdog. Keep on keeping out. Sure, you'll find that someday soon enough. You will rise up, yeah. Feels like minutes I be back in the kitchen, talking in the drama about his wife and his children, on the way from my country where they put you in prison. Being a woman, speaking your mind. Look at his eyes in the mirror, you smile, one conversation. Looking for a moment, the things that change us, if we notice when we look up sometimes. The only dream that I've been chasing is my own. The house ain't a phone for the house, I've seen at the bus stop. Thinking my time's waiting on that check to come young. Just do the doctor's son on the front line, knowing they don't get to run. It's all up to the underdog. Keep on keeping on. You got to find it, find it, you're in a, you will rise up, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody's got it done. The high singers on the hot sun, straight at the bus stop. Thinking my time's waiting on a check to come young. Just so the sun on the front line, knowing they don't get to run. It's rolled up to the corner. Keep on keeping up, you love you. Find next Sunday soon enough. You rise up, yeah. Everybody lines up.
Yeah. So we are going to gently rise up.
Yes.
Gentleness. Gentleness. Thank you so much, Felicia. Thank you, Frank. Your inspirational and tender, gentle words. We have a lot of things happening at CSL Greater Baltimore right now. Of course, every first and third Sundays, we are live here, so we invite everybody to show up and enjoy it. Our next Sunday will be the 21st, when we will have a Board of Trustees meeting after that service. And we are here at 320 East Towsontown Boulevard in the Cranston Building. So please come and join us in person if you're so moved. On Wednesday nights, we have Wednesday Oasis. It's the midweek kick in the pants. Remember who you are, remember your spiritual principles, and get a little bit of enlightenment at the same time. And this week, our speaker will be Terry Leftman, and he has some wonderful, insightful things to share with us, which I'm not going to share because then I'll bust his bubble. Let's see, what else do we have to do here? And tomorrow at my house, we're going to assemble blessing bags, and they will be here for our next service. You didn't know that, did you? But that's how it sucks y'all in. See, I invited these women to my house to watch the solar eclipse. Little do they know that before they get the solar eclipse, they are going to. So anyway, now the word is out. I've told myself. Yes. So they will be assembled by tomorrow, and they are just, when you, in that song, when you talk about the homeless and making eye contact, that's exactly why I love doing blessing bags, because at that moment when somebody is standing on a street at the intersection, I want to give them something, but I want to give them something with meaning.
Yeah.
So here's something that we'll have, personal things that they can use, hygiene things, clothing, gloves, warm socks, all the things that people experiencing homeless might find beneficial, as well as snacks and water and things like that. So yeah, they will be assembled tomorrow, I guarantee you. I want you to check your calendars and save the date for October 5th. October 5th is the Peace and Wellness Festival that we are collaborating with Ruscombe Holistic Health Community. And it is going to be an event. It's going to be awesome. There will be music and singing and drum circles and meditation and a labyrinth and all the things that make a day joyful and fun. And so please put that on your calendar. It's at the Rusco Mansion on Yellowstone Road in Baltimore. Yellowwood, I'm sorry.
Avenue.
Yellow brick. I don't know. It's yellow something.
Oh, the elevator.
Follow the yellow. And then this Thursday is our last evening of the Mystics class, which has been absolutely fabulous. Those of us who have been in that class, I think all of us feel our life has been changed and our perspective on the world has been changed. So great shout out to Eugene Holden for teaching that class. One of the things we've learned in our spirituality or in our mystic class is prayer works. Prayer works if you work it. So we practice spiritual mind treatment, also known as affirmative prayer. As a community, we continue to treat and move our feet, knowing the truth for ourselves, our community, and our global family. If you would like a miracle in a minute, which is a short prayer after service, you can meet with Frank, our practitioner. He is an excellent prayer. I'm not exactly sure. He says good prayers and he really moves you. And after service, please join us in the reception area for some refreshments and some community time. If you're on Zoom, please, you can request a prayer from a licensed practitioner by typing the word prayer in the chat. And you'll get to go into a private breakout room. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for watching from at another place at another time. We honor you. We honor you in person and on your virtual presence. And this has been an important day to think about gentleness, to think about treating yourself and others with a gentle heart and a gentle mind and a gentle hand. So I'm thinking when we hand out these blessing bags, we'll do it in a gentle manner. Have a blessed week, have a blessed rest of the day, and be kind to yourself. And so it is.
Closing prayer.
Closing prayer for friends. Do it, my friend. Rock it out. Oh, sorry. Don't rock out the prayers, do we?
Yeah,
Like we do.
What you didn't hear
Yes,
was
we
Robert
did.
was saying, do it, my friend, rock it out. Let's rock it out here now. We have fun here, okay? We do. So, in closing, we always start with gratitude, knowing that God's got it handled. I am so grateful for all the love and all the joy and all the laughter and all the peace. I'm grateful for all the gentleness that we were able to talk about and all the shifting of consciousness, all the love for everybody here. I'm grateful because we are so blessed as a community and so blessed individually, and I give thanks. Releasing that, knowing that the service was perfect, that everyone is blessed, that life is happening, and it's happening as a holy moment in this moment now. And so it is.
So it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So how many people here have been to an Agna